thank you for talking with me, and I can't wait to hear about all the exciting things that you're going through. And so I just wanted to start out by first congratulating you.
Thank
How
you.
many schools did you apply to in total?
I don't know the number.
Okay. And what was your first choice?
Cal Poly.
You just knew it. That was just the school, right?
Mhm.
And what did it feel like when you saw the email? Did you know that other people were getting in, or did you were you surprised? Like, what was that buildup as you were waiting for that acceptance?
Well, like a lot earlier than I expected because they said April 1st, and I got it at the beginning of March or this month,
Right.
I think. And like my friend came up to me and was like, check your email, like they're emailing people back. And then so I didn't know, like I wasn't checking my email like that day. I didn't checked it yet.
Right.
But like I was excited. I texted my parents and stuff, and then
So were you at school when
yeah.
you, and who were you with?
I had just gotten out of my history class, and then my friend ran up to me and like told me to check my email. So,
Did she get in?
um, she didn't hear back yet.
Okay. So how did she know to tell you?
Because someone else like in her previous class had gotten in, had like checked her
Okay.
email and found out they got in.
Okay.
So,
All right. So you were at school and somebody gave you a heads up, you checked it. And then what was your feeling? Was you just like, were you surprised or were you like, I kind of thought I'd get in?
kind of like in between because I was like, I don't know, because it was like the thing is like I had the requirements, but then again I was like there could just be something that like someone has like over me that like makes them a better like candidate, you know? So I
Right.
was kind of just like half and half. I was like, I mean, I've done everything I can, but like there could be like something that sets it back. So it's kind of just like wait and see.
Yeah. And so who was the first person you told?
I texted my mom
Yeah.
after,
And
yeah.
did she think you were going to get in or was she surprised?
Um, well, she was kind of half and half too. Like she like had heard it was really competitive and like was looking at like acceptance rates and all that stuff. And so she was saying like she said like she wasn't sure that I was going to. She's like telling people like she's like, yeah, I know Megan's smart, but like colleges are really competitive now, and like so she was really excited too.
That's so neat. Now, what major did you apply with, or what major did you apply to?
Animal science,
And then still living the dream of
a vet.
a
And
vet.
yeah.
But you haven't swayed since I've known you. It's amazing. So excited for you. And so, as you thought about, this is my first school, were you done when you got in, or were you still kind of, well, let's see where else I get into and then make the decision?
I was kind of done once I got in. Like I had like my like if I didn't get in there, I had like backup schools, but that was my number one. So like once I got in there, I was kind of like okay, like now I
Totally. So let's think back when you were the freshman you in high school. Can you remember that far back? If you could tell the freshman you anything about high school or applying to college, what advice would you give yourself?
um I'd encourage myself not to kind of um, wait until the last moment. I feel like I would have just been a little bit like less stressed managing my classes and like applying at the same time if I had done it over the summer. But I kind of procrastinated it, and then so I was kind of doing it last minute. Um, so it just felt like stuff on my to-do list. So I probably would have told myself just to have more of like peace of mind to kind of work on it ahead of time.
Okay, all right. What about looking back and thinking, what was your favorite high school memory? or one of your favorite? You don't have to come up with the favorite, but what was one of those favorite memories?
Oh, well, my school, so we go on an all school retreat towards the beginning of the year. And I don't know, I don't necessarily have like one specific moment at the retreat, but I think like just this past year, like, um, so they put on like shows and like our teachers like have like skit night and stuff like that, and just like sitting with my friends and like, and they play music after, and like all the students like dance and all that. And I think that was just like really fun. And um, it was really cool because not only like was it fun, but I got to like meet or become close with people that I wasn't close with before and all that.
Yeah. What are you looking most forward to going to Cal Poly SLO?
Um, I think honestly, just kind of being able to study what I want to study. And when I toured the campus, they were talking about how they had like this hands-on learning approach, and I'm excited because they said like the first year instead of just GEDs, they combine like your selected major, so you do your major all 4 years. So I'm kind of excited just to start like learning more about that and like kind of getting to work with animals like there because they have a bunch of like farm animals, and so I'm kind of excited. I'm excited about that.
Awesome. And what about your career? As you look forward, you have a long adventure ahead of you. What do you most look forward to about being a vet?
Um, I think just not only like being able to be around animals all the time, but also being able to help them and kind of feel like I'm making a difference rather than just, um, having a strong passion. I'm actually doing something about it. And I think that that's probably what I'm most excited for.
I love that. That's exciting. So, as you think about what's next in your path and this crazy world in which we're living, at least you can settle in that you worked really hard. You got into your dream school. You're going to live your dream of becoming a vet. And do you have any advice at all for the juniors who are following you?
um, I think honestly, just kind of, I think just listening to you and kind of pushing myself to take like harder classes and all that gave me more like confidence going into applying to college because I felt like I was more competitive, like having a bunch of APs or taking like college courses or, with my service hours. Um, I felt like I had more of like a chance, and I feel like that just made me um, just more excited and like comfortable throughout the whole process.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. So, if you could think of one thing that you would say was the best part about working with College Ready and preparing for college, what would that be for you?
Um, I think the volunteer experience, just like joining Teens for Training, because like even my mom was saying this, like I would never have thought to like do something like that before, and that I feel like that makes a student like so competitive applying to college. Like it's not, you're not just, going to pick up trash, which is great, but it's not like you're starting like a new organization and all that. And like I didn't have that idea in my mind. I didn't even think that was a possibility before I came. So I thought that was really cool that not only was like getting the service hours I needed, but like I was able to enjoy it too and do something I wanted to do.
Can you talk a little bit about Teens for Training and how you guys started it?
Yeah, so I actually joined, I'm not sure how, how long were they working on it before I
I
joined?
would say a month or two. You were pretty close to the very founding.
Yeah, so I didn't join when they initially came up with like the mission statement, but before they actually started presenting and kind of doing all that, I joined, and I think it was really cool just being able to learn like how to make um, I'm not really a business in a sense, but kind of just an organization like grow because we started um, holding presentations and no one would show up. And that happened for, I don't know how many months. We would just show up and nothing would happen. And then it was kind of just contacting the shelter, finding ways to post it, just kind of taking the initiative and seeing what worked and what didn't. And then like being able to observe the results and seeing how we grew from that and how we were able to actually make a difference was really cool.
Awesome. So the passion project turned out to be quite your passion, and you were able to help so many awesome families. I know Kaden is going to be sad to see you go, and Grace is going to be sad to see you go, but hopefully y'all can stay in touch and, you know, keep communicating. I want to thank you. You have been such a pleasure to work with. And so I just want to thank you so much. And we wish you all of the best. Whatever you do, we know you're going to be successful.
Thank you.
So